Hi, good day. Today I'm representing of Group Expert Group 6, which is topic wind shear test and Borehole shear test. This representing of two important soil strength in the evaluation method, which is determine how the soil behave under the shear forces, which is crucial in geotechnical engineering. So here our group members, you can see them, got three of us. One is Muhammad Mukmun and Nur Azmina and me as well, Pavitra Chandrasekhar. Okay, before we enter the introduction, let me explain why shear strength test is important in the geotechnical engineering. Okay, let me explain why. Because shear strength is a maximum resistance that soil can offer before it falls among the interior surfaces. It controls the stability of foundation scopes, retaining walls, and remains. Most soil failures in engineering projects happen due to the shear is not compression and the tension. For the example, in slope stability, in severe shear strength can cause landslides. In foundations, the low strength can lead to the barrier capacity of failure. And lastly, in effication and returning walls can cause the weak shear resistance can collapse the soil face. So these are the most important key that I given you just now. Is very important for we have to identify the soil strength is a very helpful for the engineering design safe and stable in the ecosystem structures. Okay, next we move to the formula and the calculation explanation. So based on the slide, we are comparing the calculation concept of the Vane shear test and the Borehole shear test. Even though the both tests are measure shear strengths, but the way is actually different. Okay, for the Vane shear test sections, it's mainly used for measure the maximum to rotate the Vane until the soil shears or falls. This value is used to calculate the under-rate shear strength of the soil actually. This method actually used for the soft sediment soil such as clay where the obtaining of the undisturbed sample is difficult actually. So moreover, the formula converts to the radiations force into the shear strength to making the straight line and the direct test. As you can see there, I got already differentiate the both of the Vane and the Borehole shear strength. Next, I going to talk about Borehole shear sections. In the other hand, it's provide the more detail of the soil strength characteristic because it's measured two important shear parameters such as correction and an angle of the interior function. Those parameters are determined using the Moore column failure correction, which is a fundamental soil mechanics relationship used to describe how soil falls under applied stress, which is involve the two stress applying, which is normal and shear stress, which is to identify the various of levels until the failure cause. The test result pointed on the graph, and then we draw the failure employee to determine the final values to function the angles. So as you can see the table, I already plot the differentiate wind shear test and the Borehole strength. So as a summary, I'm going to explain what's the difference actually. The compression of it shows as VTS is a Vane shear test. Quick under strength at the specific depths, while the BTS is a Borehole strength test provides more complete shear strength profile. Okay, next slide is about the shear stress and theory and the figure. Okay, first of all, definition. I just summarize the definitions. So, definition for the shear test is to measure a soil strength directly to different depths inside the bare wall, and it's particularly effect for the correction soil found deeper the underground. A second point for the testing principle is a shear box is lowered into the beer hole. The equipment applies the shear stress to the soil until it falls. For the point of the failures gives the soil strength at the specific depth. The advantage is actually provides the accurate deep specific shear strength data, and is also more representative in soil condition compared to the surface test. And also it's used to make in different kind of soils to visualize in soil test. For the conclusion and end of the summary, both of the wind shears and the wave shear stress are instance tool of determine the soil strength actually. So both of the thing is for different purpose, but depending on the soil testing and depth testing too. For the applications, they use to designing the foundation scopes, earthworks, in the other structures. It also adds to engineering ensure that the constructions projects are safe and stable. So it's most important for engineering practice at the site. So this it's reducing risk the ruining constructions for the soil behavior leads to the better engineering needs discussing to improve the long-term stability and infrastructure. Actually, the both tests support safe and unstable and development at the site. So this all for me. Thank you, and then see you soon, guys.